So I knew that there were quite a few changes that I had to make into my life, and which I did. So I'm actually starving the cancer. I'm actually not giving it a breathing space. I'm not taking anything that would cause it to rise. I don't use sugar at all in my diet, and there's no sugar in my diet, you know. And I'm using my when I wake up in the morning, like I usually get about 5 o'clock, sometimes earlier than that, but my medication begins from 6 o'clock. I use sour orange.
Are you describing your medication there?
Yes, I'm describing my medication, and that's not doctors. That's not prescribed by the medical fraternity. It's more prescribed by, well, yes, it's prescribed by doctors, but those that are in the natural field, you know. So on the morning, my first course of action, well, I mean, it's my prayers, and then my remedy is cut sour orange, put it in some warm water, and drink as much as I can, because that in itself is alkaline and ready for the body. So that is the first method. And then from there, I drink a cup of soursop leaf tea, which is nice and hot as well. And then after that, I blend my aloes, and I take that. From there, my juicing begins. So every hour on the hour. So if I leave home and I rush into town to come back, I make sure I come back on time to drink my juice. And I had this lady working with me, her name is Angie, because since they knew about what to do at the time, so she spent almost like 2 weeks with me. She became part of my household. My children kind of loved her very much. And she used to drill me, because as soon as when I drank my juice, she would tell me I need to go and walk, go and do my 20 minutes walking, for digestion and that sort of thing, And then when I came back home, then my other portion of juice was waiting for me. Then she would tell me, put my sunscreen. I need to go and stand up in the sun for about 20 minutes, to get that vitamin D and, that sort of thing. So she was really strict about it, and I loved her for that. So I knew that I was on the right track, and what I was doing was working.
So when you say you take the juice every hour, what quantity of juice?
It's like about 12 ounces. 12 ounces, yeah.
Now, I want to talk to you about the psychological part of it now, because we know once sometimes you get diagnosed with cancer, then it starts to, affect you psychologically as well. I know you're a musician as well. First of all, can you still play music? Have you given up your music? And how do you deal with the thoughts that come to your mind knowing that you've been diagnosed with cancer?
Like Bernard, I was telling you before, when I got diagnosed with cancer and Dr. Greenwich told me you have cancer, I never really gave it a thought. It never really dawned on me, boy, Gene, you have cancer, and boy, No, I never really felt no way, no, psychologically, it never really broke me, it never really hurt me. Up to now, I don't give it a thought. All I know is I have a stomach cancer, and my mindset is I have to break it. I have to, the same way it is trying to hurt me, is the same way I am going to hurt it. So that was my mindset. I never really went into a shell that, boy, I have cancer and I might die or I might this. Never crossed my mind once. Trust me. And I'm sitting with you looking right at this television camera and telling you that it never daunted me. I never got daunted by just knowing that I had cancer. So it never prevented me from doing anything that I had to do. I just know that I need to stay away from a lot of the radiation stuff, because after reading, I got to stay away from the radiation stuff. Although I still go on my laptop, I still use my cell phone and stuff like that, It has never stopped me from playing music. I have my string bass there, and I sit here. If you look around me, you'll see all my music. Everything is around me. So I still play my music. I still practice my instrument, and, and that's it.